What were some of my best experiences from high school? Whew! It has been a second since high school. Buckle up. It's story time. Alright. Story time from high school. Whew, best experiences. If I had to say one of my best experiences and one of my favorite experiences from high school had to have been my junior year prom. Sadly, I didn't get my senior year. Neither did a lot of my buddies because, COVID. I was class of 2020, so that wasn't fun. But I got to do my junior year prom, and I went there in a 55 Bel Air that my uncle drove. I'll have a picture of it up here on the screen in about now. But this Bel Air, oh, I got to drive this thing, by the way. It is the best. I love it so much. But once I pulled up in that thing, everybody thought I was the coolest person to show up in, because everybody showed up in the stereotypical limo or party bus, or since we're out in the country, they just drove their big trucks back up to all up to Dallas, and we went out there. I didn't want that. I wanted to show up in style, so I got chauffeured by my uncle in a 55 Bel Air, and he dropped me off there. I didn't have a date. That's not surprising anymore. But I didn't have a date at the time, but I drove up, showed up in that. Whoo, I looked good. That's one of the good experiences from that. Another really good experience, this is a double, by the way, this time for this video, because there's multiple experiences for high school. Another really good experience from high school would have to be... Well, there's multiple times I almost died, but that's not my favorite experiences. I'm okay, though. Another one of my favorite experiences all through high school had to be football, because I played on football for the whole 4 years. Let's see here. How do I narrow it down? I take that back. We were fighting our rival team. I'm not going to say who, just because it'll basically give away where I live and complete. But we were fighting our rival team, and for 13 years straight, we were getting our butts handed to us. 13 years. Finally, when my senior year came up, everybody in the crowd was cheering. It was an away game, by the way. So everybody on the home side wasn't there, but we had everybody from the student section, from all the parents that came, everybody there. Whew. I still remember all the cheering and hooting and hollering there. That was the best time ever. Because I'd sit there and I was friends with a lot of the band kids. So I'd walk over there and my buddy Brandon sits there and he looks at me while I'm on the field all padded up and geared up. He's a drum major and he goes, "Matt, what? What song do you want us to play?" I don't remember what I said, but I would sit there and I'd throw songs out there and I'd want them to play for their routine. I knew their routine because I was in jazz band. But I'd say out of the entire experience of just playing football, that had to be my favorite time, even throughout like everything in high school, simply because there was you couldn't beat the energy in the crowd. It was just immaculate. Oh, makes me want to get back into football and everything again. But just having the crowd cheer for y'all, everybody in the student section going crazy, people rushing the field afterwards as soon as the game ends, it just had to be the most dogfight of a game that you would ever have, and it was so much fun. 13 years afterwards, just finally getting our butts handed to us, and we finally beat the streak. That was just, icing on the cake. I don't have a whole lot to really say about high school other than I enjoyed every bit of it. There's so many things I would go into so much more detail, but we'd be here for about days on end. But I think 2 would be okay enough right now. I'd love to go and keep them more. If y'all have any experience of of specifics in the high school, like I could probably bring up a specific about that. But